don't really know who to vote for.
Elections are coming up soon.
Well, that's easy. What political party do you stand for?
Political party?
You don't know what that is?
What do they do?
Well, one of the roles is to nominate a person to run for president or Congress every election.
I didn't know about that.
For example,
My name is Rob Jennings, and I'm running for president for the Democratic Party.
hello, I'm Sam Rudolph, and I'm running for the United States Senate with the Republican Party. So do you understand that?
Oh, yeah, I think I do, but why would they associate themselves with a certain political party?
Well, when they associate themselves with a certain political party, they're showing that the philosophy in which the party stands for will be reflected in the laws they pass and the legislation they create.
Hey, John, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Barton?
So I've been thinking. Elections are coming up.
Yep.
And I don't know which political party to vote for, because I don't know, like, what they used to do and what they do now.
Well, that's easy. One role of the political parties in the past was to check the other party, the political parties. And they did this so that one political party would not just take over and have all its philosophies be the structure of our government. They wanted to allow every political party to have a chance to have its say in the foundation of our country, its government.
So you mean they keep the political parties in check so they don't make too much of this?
No, not at all. Rather, in the past, when political parties would check another political party, this would be to ensure that said political party did not dominate how the government would be functioned and structured.
Well, that makes sense in the past, but, like, what about now? The government's already set up.
Well, nowadays, political parties have the role to inform the public about their stance on important social, economic, and foreign issues and what their stance on is. And this is to allow the general public to know what the political party's stance is about important issues. And this helps people in.
So for my portion of the project, I researched the 7 major roles or hats that the president wears in order to keep the country intact. So the first hat that the president wears is being the chief of state, which in this role, the president is expected to host different events such as formal dinners, the White House Easter egg roll, etc., and bestow awards upon people who deserve it. During this role, the president is also expected to be the symbolic leader of the country and represent the nation at different events. For example, on May 3rd, 1961, the Kennedys hosted their first state dinner, of which they hosted for President Bourguiba of Tunisia. This is one of the obligations that the president had of this time, and he continued to host these state dinners every year for different presidents each time. Another role that the president of the United States has is the chief executive, in which the president is in charge of the executive branch, decides how laws will be enforced, and chooses the people to help run the executive branch. As the chief executive, the president also issues executive orders, conducts diplomacy with other countries, and has the power to sign treaties with other countries as well. This role is outlined under Article 2 of the Constitution, where it says that the president must help with the execution and enforcement of the laws that Congress makes. The president also must run the military forces within the country as commander-in-chief. All military generals and admirals take orders from the president during any types of crisis such as war. For example, in 2009, Obama continuously sent in troops to help support the people in Afghanistan, which he was able to do because of his role. At one point in the war, he even sent 33,000 troops at once. The fourth role that the president possesses is the power to lead, initiate, and guide the foreign policy in the United States, also known as chief diplomat. For example, with this role, presidents can negotiate treaties and make speeches in other countries around the world to inform them about what the United States is currently doing. The fifth role of the president is to be the legislative leader and help the Congress with the creation of new laws. Before any law is passed, it must be signed by the president. For example, on Thursday, August 8th, Obama signed into law a bill to help rebuild the Department of Veterans Affairs. Before the law was official, Obama had to sign and approve it because of this rule. Another role that the president has is to be political party leader and lead his political party and help promote others running for office within his specific political party. The final role that the president of the United States has is being chief guardian of the economy. This means that the president must be concerned with things like unemployment, taxes, the general prosperity of the country, business profits, and high prices. He is also expected to help run the economy smoothly. However, he is not expected to run the economy by himself.
How about that electoral process?
What's that?
I know what that is. Tell us more.
When America first started, the Founding Fathers wanted to have equal representation in all the people. So they took an idea from the Greeks, which gave 100 people one vote. They came up with the Electoral College. It is a group of 573 people who vote for the president and the vice president. It seems when someone goes to the polls that they directly vote for the president, but really they're voting for an elector to vote for that candidate. An example of this is in the 2000 election between Gore and Bush. This was the closest presidential race in the history of America. When they went through the election process, it seemed Bush and Gore had the same percentage of votes. However, Bush was ahead by about 2,000 citizen votes. After several recounts, they decided to let Florida vote again. The Electoral College met in 273 votes for Bush and 266 votes for Gore. This was because of the winner-takes-all system, where the winner takes all the electoral votes in that state. This excludes Nebraska and Maine.
So now do you guys understand the electoral process in the college?
Dude, this news is depressing. Everything's just bashing Obama.
Dude, I'm telling you, plural executive is what this country needs.
What? Plural executive?
Didn't you know that one of the biggest decisions that the men that were at the Constitutional Convention had to make was how many presidents that they should have?
Right decision the first time. You don't know what you're talking about.
Don't be so quick to dismiss their proposal. Let's not forget it was Ben Franklin who was the one who was for a plural executive.
Let's not forget it was Thomas Jefferson who was against it.
Wait, why would the executive branch need multiple people? Isn't that what Congress is already?
Actually, yes, but Congress is nowhere near as efficient as a plural executive could be.
The reason that having a plural executive as opposed to multiple executives is clearly stated in Thomas Jefferson's letter to Augustus Woodward. Having multiple executives, one person would just take over and it would be pointless. With a single executive, it's going to be way more organized. You know that.
Way. The reason we need a plural executive is seeing Obama today. He has way too much on his plate already to think of all the issues that this country has to offer.
Okay, so what do you propose?
What I propose is very similar to what Ben Franklin proposed, which is a 12-man council answering to one man, and this council is assigned to all the issues that the U.S. has, and they all answer to the one head man of the council.
That a 3-member council is the best idea, because it decreases the possibility of it becoming another Congress.
Yeah, that's the last thing that we would want. All in all, I think that a single executive is just much better. It's more organized, it's more practical, and it's what the people want.
I think I've come to a decision. Like, I knew nothing about it to start. I have to agree with